Beautiful Aqua gang. What is it, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my Aqua gang in this thing, baby. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides. Come on through, baby. Give us exactly what we need to know in addition to what is already shown for us. It's going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. The messages are, in fact, general, y'all. Okay? You know how this goes. Unless you're new here. General messages. Take what resonates with you. Leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. Okay? As we are here as a large collective of Aquarians. So whatever is not for you, just leave it. Leave it for whoever it's here for. Okay? Take a moment and click the like button if you don't mind, you guys. Okay? I truly appreciate those of you who do that every single time. It's really just there to help us with engagement. It lets YouTube know that the content is valuable, and it also signals to them that they should push it out to people who may also be interested, right? So that means other Aquarians or Aquarian placements will be able to find us. So it's not for nothing. Go ahead and do that. Energetically donate to the channel. Also, shoot me a little comment down below. A little, hey girl, hey, what's up? Don't be rude, say it back, okay? Say that shit back. Let me know what you're doing for your birthdays or whatever else you want to put down below. Feel free to do that, okay? A little discourse down there. And last but certainly not least, please, if you have not done so already, consider joining the gang. We have reached 80K, by the way. I don't know if y'all noticed, but woo. Okay, vastly approaching that 100K mark. So excited to have all of us here. It really is a humbling experience, you guys. I know I'm not going to take up too much time. I'm just saying, right? Like I'm giving y'all flowers. We have really come on here, okay? And have collectively come together as Aquarians. That's wild to me, right? Like it's mind-blowing sometimes. And also, like I said, extremely humbling. And it is just so beautiful. Anyway, so for those of you who have not joined, please click that subscribe button. Consider joining us. We would love to have you. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. That's what I kept hearing. I don't get that this is something that this person wants you to know. Whoever this person is thought that the grass would be greener on the other side. That could have shown up in multiple kinds of ways in the connection between the two of you. They could have treated you like an option. They could have cheated. They could have involved other people. They could have, tried to humble you, or they could have tried to dumb down the things that you were doing in the relationship. This could have showed up in a multitude of ways. Either way it goes, they weren't prioritizing you. And they definitely took the value of this connection and what you were giving to them for granted. And it is because they could not see who you really are. They couldn't see who you really were. I don't know what is making them be able to see now, but they have seen the light. That is what we have going on here, you guys. I definitely heard that. The grass was not greener on the other side. Even if this person didn't happen to step outside of this relationship on you, like if they didn't cheat on you, I still get them not really seeing the value until it's gone. Okay, so you don't know what you have until it's gone. It's good news and bad news. The fact that they're now realizing the magnitude of the connection, right? The value of this connection and how much it's worth is not coming to them until you are well out the door. I don't even get like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm being honest with you, right? Even though that could be the case for some of you, for the majority of you, I don't even get that you have any emotions or anything attached to this person. This is all their energy. You don't have anything to do with this. Oh, they say you're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting ahead of yourself. Okay. I definitely heard a song. This is not going to be for all of you. It was repetitive during the meditation. It's like a R&B group. So maybe you are a fan of like R&B soul. Okay. Like, this is like something from back in the day. The group is called Levert. Okay. Lavert, Levert. And the song is, I think it's titled I'm Ready or Baby I'm Ready. The lyrics are, baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Baby, not just a little bit. I want to give you all of it. So this is somebody who absolutely knows that they either breadcrumbed you, or they were passive with you, or they didn't give much at all. They are acknowledging that, because the way that they're approaching this is like, oh shit, I have to give everything that I got, right? Like I better come good. I better come hard, come correct. They want to be rewarded for their efforts, but they didn't give much effort in the past. So the outcome that they reaped is you turning the other cheek. Perhaps the outcome that they have reaped is you turning to someone else. It's not for all of you, it's only for some of you. Very first card out, the unseen. They had absolutely no idea your ranking. This is spiritual talk now, you guys. Some of you are very high ranking spiritually. Okay. They had no idea what they actually had in their possession, which makes sense, because if you don't recognize the value of something, then you will be very careless in the way that you handle it, in the way that you take care of it, in the way that you view it, right? Okay, I'm hearing another side to that. So even if you do know the value of something, if you feel like this is something that I get all the time, or it comes a dime a dozen, even if you know the value of something, you may still treat it piss poor, because you think that another one of those, it can come in a minute, right? Like there's more where that came from. The second sentence here is not seeing the full picture. And this is a figure that's completely blinded. They're blinded by flowers. That has significance, guys. You ever heard the phrase like giving somebody their flowers? Giving somebody their ones and twos is what I'm hearing. Giving someone their flowers. I get this being the type of person who receives flowers often. Meaning compliments, right? I'm hearing like compliments to the chef. So this is somebody who often got complimented. This is often someone who people may have even like stroked their ego regularly without warrant. Okay? Just because their value in their mind was much higher than yours. Which is why they thought that they would never be in danger of not being able to have someone just like you. That's what I'm hearing, you guys. The grass is not greener. It doesn't exist. Another you doesn't exist, and it will never exist in this lifetime, bitch. Ever. A pink motherfucking diamond. Did I not just say that? You cannot make this shit up, you guys. You cannot make it up. Let's do a little popcorn reading. I said another you for them. Another you is not in the cards. All pun intended, bitch. It's not there. It doesn't exist. It will never exist. And what is the very first sentence of this card? Let's read it together, guys. A rare opportunity. A rare find. Shall we go to the next sentence? One of a kind love. Shall we go to the next? A unique expression. A unique experience is what I could get from that as well. Okay, the very last phrasing says wealth and prosperity. And we all know, especially as Aquarians, very smart. Wealth is not just something that is quantitative, right? It's not just about materialistic things. Wealth is whatever you find value in. It's just that this person was so blinded by what they considered to be their own value that they were unable to see your value until it's far too late. I think they thought this was like a piece of glass. You know what I'm saying? Like a cubic zirconian or something. Not a rare diamond, bitch. No, they never thought that. That was not, no. They never thought it. They never thought that. The answers are coming to them all at once. This is why they are here with us, guys. I know. I hear somebody here is expressing their grievances. Bitch, move on. I've moved on. Move on, bitch. I don't want to hear this shit. Well, I don't get to choose who shows up, you guys, okay? Like, that's not how this works. These answers are coming to them all at once. The very last phrase of this card answer says closure from the past. Something about that reads as somebody who is now seeking closure because things are going awry. Spirit is not just letting them move on from this. They're not just allowing them to walk away from this. They were on assignment. This was a test. You were a test for this person for sure. They failed it epically. Yeah, you were definitely a gift, you guys. You were a gift that was given to this person. It was a rare find, a rare opportunity. It definitely was an opportunity for them to really level up. And this could be in multiple areas of life, but especially spiritually. And instead of them seeing this correctly, we know that they were blinded, but they were blinded by their own bullshit. Let's not put it, I'm not giving you an out, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. I'm not. Okay, you were blinded by your own bullshit, giving yourself flowers. Okay, they done crowned their motherfucking self with flowers. So many flowers that they have given themselves that they can't fucking see. You're so far up your own ass that you can't see. So they didn't view this as rare. They thought that they were so fine, so rich, so that girl, so that guy. They thought they had the best D, the best pom pom. Like, I'm the shit, bitch. Okay? And that's why this came into my life. This is their words, not mine, right? This is how this person viewed the relationship. So they treated it very carelessly because they definitely thought that, well, shit, whatever you don't do, somebody else will, right? Like, if you don't stick around, I could have another you, right? Like, I could do it all over again. Like, there's nothing special about you. Their words, not mine. I wonder what came crashing down. Look at this. This is like, they feel like they're trying to solve some kind of impossible math equation. Something has occurred. And I definitely feel this blindfold has been lifted. They're seeing something more clearly because this unseen card is definitely a signifier that they know something is awry, or they know something is off, or something is amiss. And I feel like it has something to do with them trying to move on. I do. Trying to replace you, something to that effect. Closure. This is a problem for them. It's only a problem because now they recognize what they've lost. They devalued you, or they incorrectly valued you. Oh, okay. So like the appraisal of you in their mind was off by billions, bitch. Like, they were nowhere near it. They were nowhere near the mark. And whatever this is that's occurring in their life that's making them reevaluate and rethink and need some answers, right? Need some kind of clarity, need some kind of resolution. It definitely has to do with them now being able to see clearer what they've thrown out the fucking window. Yeah, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the two of you separating. I didn't hear it as something amicable. I feel like this person tried to hurt you. Yeah, I'm not hearing it amicably. I heard like throw you out the window. A diamond. Really? A diamond that they didn't even have to pay for it. Spirit is fucking pissed. I get that you were pissed as well. Anger, some sadness, but more anger than anything, because you also possibly couldn't believe the nerve of this person. I don't want to put words in your mouth. You let me know. That's somebody here specifically, and don't force anything to fit y'all. There's somebody here who's pissed off specifically at this person for having the cojones, the balls, the nerve. Like you think that you could treat me like this. You know your value. So you were flabbergasted that they would talk to you like that they would treat you like that they would do something like that they were handling you this way. And this could be answers for you as well, or some form of closure for you as well, to know that they were completely blinded. They did not see your value for real, you guys. They didn't. They thought that they were more valuable than you. Next we have key. Access to what was hidden. It's all coming to light. They might be sick to their stomach, y'all. I'm not even going to hold you, right? The analogy that they're giving me, and I feel like we've had this analogy before in a reading in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're giving it to me again. The analogy is a person walking down the street and they stumble upon what they think is like a rock. A diamond is a rock, but it's a rare rock. It's not just like some, asphalt that kind of like got chipped off the fucking sidewalk, bitch. Like, yeah. So now that they can see your true value, and I'm also getting that you have a hand in that, right? You have a hand in them getting access to being able to see your value. And it is in your behavior. It's in your approach. It's in the way that you move, and the way that you've handled this. This key card also signifies wanting access to previously closed doors. They have been shunned. I almost get this person thinking, well, I didn't know, right? Like, I didn't know. I didn't know that you were a fucking empress. I didn't know that you were an emperor, right? Like, I didn't know that you were a diamond. Like, I had no idea. But now that I know, I want to do right. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready now. Now I'm ready. And that speaks to a person's character. Ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, I'm sorry, right? Like, that speaks to a person's character. Because if you thought somebody was a rock and you were willing to treat it like shit, if you were willing to treat it like just like nothing, if you were willing to be careless with it, if you were willing to be okay with putting in minimal effort or throwing it to the wayside or treating it like an option, whatever you want to call it, if you were willing to do that before you saw its value, it speaks to your character that now that you see the value in this thing or person or situation, that now you want to do right? They do want you to be open to listening. This good news card, this is about messages coming in. This is phone calls. This is texts. This is somebody who has a lot to say now. They need to communicate. They want to communicate clearly now, right? Like they almost are desperate. There's a desperation in this energy, you guys. And I don't know what you have going on and what kind of glow up you've had since this, but they can't stop thinking about it. They're almost obsessing over it. And they're definitely kicking themselves. Yeah, I don't see them getting over this anytime soon. It doesn't matter how many bitches they decide to date. It doesn't matter how many dudes they decide to bring in. They fumbled this so hard. I know you fucking lying. I know you lying. I know you're lying. There's an exclamation mark after that. An alter ego is in the building. They saw another side of you. And for some of you, it could be the case that you just rejected this person outright. That was the aha moment. It could be the fact that you didn't chase them. It could be the fact that you no longer pursued this. It could be the fact that you didn't need closure. It could be the fact that you didn't need answers. It could be a multitude of things. There's a different side of you that showed up and showed out, is what it says. Showed up, showed out, and that was the light bulb moment. I believe that was the moment that this person was like, oh, like, you're not really who I think you are. You're not really who I think you are. This is not what I thought it was. It may have stunned them into silence, or it could have stunned them into stubbornness, right? And by stubbornness, I mean standing 10 toes down on the fact that they see themselves so much higher and they don't have to take this shit, right? Or trying to retaliate, something to that effect. Holding on to this notion of who they think they are, right? Like all of these flowers that they've given themselves and that people always give them, even though in that split moment of a second, they could see a glimpse of your value and this other side of you. They were unwilling to acknowledge it for some of you and thought that they would just be able to prove to themselves that it doesn't exist because I'm just going to go get another Aquarius. What do you mean? Like I'm going to prove to myself that that is not what this is. And they were never able to prove that. Okay. In fact, the answers have been coming one by one by one by one. And for some of you, there is proof to them in terms of your lifestyle. Moving on, onward and upward is what I'm hearing. Evolving. I do see them falling upon some rougher times once your energy is no longer connected to them. And I almost get that you being given to them as a test, a gift and a test, was an opportunity for this person to choose the path of enlightenment rather than this bullshit that they always resort to, that they couldn't get out of their own way. And I don't know, like for some of you, I'm definitely seeing spirit blocking this. Like, nope, no. This is for someone specifically. This person did something brutal, okay? They really hurt you. They really hurt you. You handle it very gracefully, you did. And it took you a long time. Definitely sending you love and light. And I kind of felt like a heaviness on my chest. And I had to just take a deep breath there. So breathe in, and I feel like the tide is changing right now. You will be vindicated in this. But anyway, back to this person. They are trying to come up with some form of a plan, of course, right? Find a solution to this problem that they have created. They are acknowledging that they've created this problem, right? But they're still trying to be optimistic about the future and about where your head might be at, right? I don't see this person being like completely insecure. I don't, because from the very beginning, they've been the most arrogant asshole that I have ever experienced in a reading. I'm not going to hold you. This person will give themselves compliments. They will fish for compliments. They will pull compliments out of everybody for them, right? So think very highly of themselves. It's only until now that they're seeing, oh, I was so high up in the air thinking that I was just such a good catch, right? That everybody that I attract will be just like Aquarius. It's the fact that nobody else that has come in after you has even touched, I'm sorry, it's not even touching you. You can't compete where you don't compare. They don't even compare. And that's not to put those people down. That's just to say that this person was so fucking cocky that they thought the version of you that they got is something that they created. You see, flowers, you plant the seeds, right? Like they thought they created that. And in a sense, we do create our own reality, right? But I feel like they went all the way to the extreme in thinking that they possess the ability to create people. My love for you is real. You're a good look for this person. I'm hearing that. Somebody may have told them that. It's so funny that this person thinks so highly of themselves, yet you were an upgrade for them. You would have upgraded them. You were a good look for them. That's what I'm hearing. They are kicking themselves. They may even be a little bit embarrassed to tell their friends and their family, right, what they're feeling. They're not telling anybody that they're now pursuing you again because they were so cocky in the way that they thought that they were releasing this, only for it to grab a strong hold of their ass, and it's not letting go. Where on the other hand, I don't feel any of your energy connected to this. I have to be honest about that. And keep in mind, my readings are fluid, right? Time-wise, they're timeless and they're fluid. So this could certainly be something that's currently unraveling, right? So you could be like, Empress, I'm still feeling this. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, this could be something predictive of the future. This could be something unraveling now, currently, or it could be something that has happened in the near past. In this portion of the reading, whenever it shows up in your situation or in your journey, I don't feel any of your energy attached to this. And if you loved this person, this is somebody who is waiting until you're out of love and is waiting until you no longer are in love with them to now see the love that was provided for them. They were blinded to it. They do feel bamboozled. I'm not going to hold you. They may feel a little bamboozled, but they've done it to themselves, right? Like this is something that they have built and cultivated for themselves. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. Can't make that up. The ego on this motherfucker is massive. I mean, it's filling up this whole space. I can barely get a word out about anything else besides what they're going through and what they're feeling and what they're experiencing. Now, there's one thing to address the problem and it's another thing to fix the problem, right? To actually come up with the solution. The key card states finding solutions, and to me, that's like an excuse. Because why the fuck are you back if you haven't changed anything? You see what I'm saying? You're just here to waste my fucking time, right? Sell me some false promises, right? False hope is what it's giving, bitch. I need more time to think. And then we also have absence. I feel like A part of me is missing without you. Child. I wish this never fucking happened. I bet. Threw you out the window. Handled you very carelessly. This is an admission. They are admitting that, okay? Are they going to take accountability to your face? What you think? What you thinking? 'Cause these are things in their own mind. They're torturing themselves mentally. I get this person trying to hold on to the old version of themselves while simultaneously stepping into the new cycle with you, trying to anyway. Yeah, they were leading with ego and had no idea that you had an alter ego. You've leveled up on their ass. You've taken something to the next level. And this could just be energy-wise, guys, or it could be something specific. I'm definitely hearing like somebody's lifestyle. It could be a relationship or someone new, or just how you've elevated energetically. I don't want to run anymore. And the way that I read this card is this person has no intention. Like I said, they don't want to release what they have going on here. Like they don't want to become somebody new because they're very comfortable in these flowers that they've adorned themselves with, right? They want to be blissfully ignorant, but they also recognize the value in the connection with you now. So actively pursuing you and moving forward, yet keeping a foot behind. That's how I'm hearing that. So there's no way that you could run. You got to go in one direction or the other to be able to run. They're doing neither. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So we have a fear here. And we have understanding. I see your side of the story. Meaning they see who you really are, guys. They see who the fuck you are. And it's crazy because you might be like, girl, I've been this. I have been this way. Like, I haven't changed, you know? But for them, there's some kind of like split second glimpse that they're getting. They're calling it an alter ego. And I don't know what you did. I don't know what you said. And I don't know how you was moving. That's what they're saying. So clearly they did not have a unfiltered vision of you, of your value. It wasn't there. But it's there now, and they don't have any choice. They don't have any choice but to see it. Spirit is not allowing this person to not see it. It's blatant. It's in their face. There's going to be something specific. They won't be able to deny it. And that will make them want to run toward you. But again, you can't run if you got 1 foot ahead of you, 1 foot going ahead and 1 foot going in the past. Like, that doesn't even make sense. So here we have this motherfucker still, right? Trying to make something sound like what it's not, though. You're not going to confuse me, okay? You are not going to confuse me, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. We're going to see. Let's hop over to the extended, okay? Let's see how this unfolds. Mainly for your information, for informational purposes, so that you can be informed, okay? And make the best decisions for yourselves. There's no judgment if you still want to see the potential, because we will look at that as well. So informed for whatever way you're thinking of going, okay? even if you're feeling like this, you know, we will look. We're going to start out with what they're hoping for the future. We've seen their fears. I want to know what their hopes are, right? What are they hoping to accomplish here? Is there still this desire, right, to be their older self, yet still have you? Because in that case, you would have to go backwards. So I wouldn't put it past this person to be on some manipulative type shit to make that happen. And I need to make sure that you're informed of that so that you know what's ahead. Okay. So I want to know what they're hoping the outcome of this is going to be. I also would like to know what karma is set up for them as they have failed this test. I said it very early on. Let me be very clear is what Spirit is saying. This is not the karma. This is only the beginning, right? This is only the unveiling. And as painful as it might be for this person, or uncomfortable is what I should say, I think it's going to get worse. And I would like to know the details of that. Yeah, because I'm nosy. And then we will see what this person's purest feelings are for the connection. Okay, that's going to let you know where their heart space is, what their character is doing, right? Like their morals, where they stand. Let's see if there are any regrets there. We saw regret. But I feel like the regret that came out earlier was more on the basis of wishing that they took advantage of the opportunity when they still had it. Not so much about changing to become a better person. Or elevating to be in alignment. So I want to know if there are any regrets, truly. Genuine remorse or regrets. Transformation. Is that with us in the room? Is it here with us? Is it with you guys by the time this person actually pursues you fully? We will see the potential outcome, whether you decide to re-engage this or go in the opposite direction, and there is no judgment. I will let you know what the potential outcome is, good or bad. Okay, what you would be setting yourself up for, good or bad. And it could really go either way, right? We will, before we get to the new energy, we will look to see what blockages you may still have that may be allowing older energies from the past access to your energy or access to you. Moving to a new cycle is going to be beneficial, but we need to see what blocks may be delaying that process for you. Okay. And I also would like to know how you can restore your optimism in life and in love. As I do get the energy that most of you have been through quite a bit, and maybe you were more pessimistic about that. And that's not in alignment with calling in someone new or allowing someone new to approach. So we will look at those blocks and we will see what you need to do in order to remove them ASAP. And then we'll get right into the new love. We will dig in to see what this person is like. We're going to see what deal breakers, if any, how will you meet them? I definitely want to know why they single. I do. And what the potential is for things to actually be built and have some longevity. Okay. We'll pull time frames for both old and new, and we'll pull advice as well. So without further ado, click the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. We have quite a bit to unpack, so let's go.